Chapter 8, Part 2 of Markings, Furniture, and Measuring Tools. We're going to open up ConceptStation again and go into Bighorn. And this time we're going to be taking a look at placing furniture. In ConceptStation, furniture tools are how we place objects like cones, stop signs, stop lights, lighting, that sort of thing. So over on the left we've got furniture. If you want to left click on that, you can click on that first one that comes up and you can go into the furniture, city furniture, and you see all the different kinds of things that we can place, all the different objects. Some of the more common ones, maybe a traffic barrel. And you can come out here and you can place it on an existing or a new roadway. So I can come out here and just place these barrels out here. And you can tell it an angle off of the center line and all that. And you can actually click on these and you can adjust the stationing. You can adjust with the arrows left and right. You can adjust with the arrows up and down. Sometimes you'll have to, the undo button does work on these. Sometimes it'll try to move it down to existing ground, which might be below something else out there. So sometimes you have to actually adjust the stationing if you want to move that. You can move it left or right just by clicking on those and adjusting them or sliding them. And you can also rotate them. The barrels don't show much rotation because they're circular, but you can do that. You can also adjust the stationing here. 65 plus 37, making an even station. Over on the right hand side there, it's selected, and I can also do the offset and stuff from there as well. Okay. Can also go into other items. There's rail signals, which we probably wouldn't go into. Road signs. Road signs are pretty nice in here. They actually put the pole in with the road sign. So if I pick this flagger sign, come down here on the roadway and just place it along the roadway somewhere, just with a left click. It's kind of hard to see. You might have to zoom in on it, maybe even rotate it around. I always like to rotate it around after I've placed the sign, and you can see it a lot better. And you can see that it's not at the right angle according to the station. Now, I could have put angle from alignment in there when I first placed it, or you can come out and select it again, and select it a third time, and then you can get the rotation and you can rotate it that way. Okay, then if I rotate my view, I can kind of see that as I go. Okay. Other furniture that I can place out here. Right now I've got signs. You see all the different signs that you can place. You got one-way signs. We've got regular traffic signs, speed limit signs. If I wanted to place a speed limit along this roadway at 35, I can do that as well. Place that in here. Again, it comes over at the wrong angle. I could have put that in here at 90 degrees and entered that in, and then when I placed it, you can see that it's rotated. Okay, other furniture. If I go ahead and click on that speed limit sign, you can see there's also stop signs, and then there are also the yellow signs representing curves and stop aheads and yield signs. If I go back to furniture, there's also street lights that can be placed out here. So you can do that. It's similar to placing a sign, a road sign. Come out and select a light that you want to place. Maybe I want to place it at an intersection. Right now it's setting at 90 degrees off of the alignment. So I can come out here, maybe I want to put it off of this alignment. come in here and select it. Again, that pops up on the right side, but I can move it up and down the alignment that I placed it on. And click on it again. Make sure you select on it and you get it to left and right of the alignment. And then click on it again. Up here, let me rotate the view a little bit. That way I can make sure I'm rotating it correctly. You can see how it's 90 degrees to the alignment. So what I want to do is rotate that again. So I'll just click on it again, get the rotate up there, and rotate it around. And then I've got a light fixture out there. Other furniture that we can place, we go pick on the light and go back to furniture. There are traffic signals available to us. There's mast mounted, all kinds of different ones there. There's mast mounted vertical, and then there are post mounted. Even have a railroad crossing signal in there as well. Go back to traffic signals. I think I'll place this 25-foot traffic signal, and maybe we'll go to a whole new location. Let's go down to where we put that intersection in, down here on Bighorn. So see if we can locate that. There it is with the concrete intersection, and I'm going to place that out there. I'm not sure that's where exactly I wanted it, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and I'm going to move it to the other side of the road and click on it again and again, and I'll rotate it around. Okay, so now I've got a signal at my intersection. That's kind of most of the furniture, I think. Here, we go back to traffic signals, furniture. I think we touched on all those. So then we're going to go out and look at furniture along a path. Now that uses the same furniture as the placing individual, the first tool we went over. So you can kind of see it's got all the same information, the city furniture, rails are still out there, road signs you can place along a path, street lights you can place on a path, and you can kind of tell the distance in between them. So if you wanted lights all along your roadway, you can put a light every 200 foot if you wanted, because that's what that spacing allows you to do. This time I pick a cone, and I want my spacing to be 25 foot in between them. I'll just leave the angle at 0 here, and I want to put in a cone at the last point that I click, so I'll do that. You have to do it along an existing roadway or new roadway, but you basically follow it along and you left click where you want those to go. So I'm left clicking out here, and I'll left click a final one and right click, and once I right click it places a cone at the very last one and at the first one, and then 25 foot in between. Then when you highlight them, the whole thing will highlight. Each one of them will highlight. Spacing be 25. I could change that if I wanted. Anything that's in this list over to the right here, I can change. So that's placing furniture along a path. Linear furniture. Placing linear furniture, there's a little bit difference in this furniture. There's fences, there's guardrail, there's all kinds of things like that. So we'll pick a fence here and we'll follow along the roadway again. And wherever I left click, after I right click, it'll place a fence along that linear path. Guardrails, same thing. I can pick a, say, guardrail type A, and I can go along this path and left click to place it right there, and then right click, and then it will, once I'm done, I'll just put it around this corner a little bit here, and then right click, and then it'll place that out there. So that was placing furniture, linear furniture. You can also do sound barrier walls with that, so fences, guardrails, and sound barrier walls.